Oatmeal. It's the breakfast most of us have trusted for decades. We've been told it's heart healthy, great for digestion, and the perfect way to start the day. But here's what most people don't realize. Over 80% of oatmeal lovers are accidentally canceling out every single benefit this so-called superfood is supposed to give. And the reason isn't the oats themselves, it's how they're prepared. As a nutrition specialist, I've seen hundreds of patients who thought they were doing everything right, swapping pastries for oatmeal, cutting back on fat, trying to live better, but still struggling with blood sugar spikes, stubborn belly fat, and that mid-morning crash that hits like clockwork. The truth? A wrongly made bowl of oatmeal can quietly do more harm than good. Imagine starting your day believing you're fueling your heart, but instead, you're spiking your blood sugar, triggering inflammation, and storing fat faster than you think. That's the oatmeal trap. Small habits that look healthy on the outside, but quietly sabotage your body from within. In today's video, I'll walk you through the 10 most common oatmeal mistakes most people don't even know they're making, and show you the simple, science-backed corrections that can turn this everyday breakfast into one of the most powerful meals for long-term heart, brain, and metabolic health. Because once you know what to change, your mornings, your energy, even your aging process can transform dramatically. Up next, before we fix the mistakes, let's quickly revisit why oatmeal matters so much in the first place and how it actually works inside your body. Before we talk about what most people do wrong, let's take a step back and understand why oatmeal has earned its reputation as a super breakfast. Because when prepared correctly, it's one of the most powerful foods for long-term wellness. A single serving of plain oats contains an impressive mix of nutrients: magnesium to calm your nerves and muscles, iron to carry oxygen throughout your body, zinc to support immunity, and B vitamins that keep your energy steady and your skin glowing. Yet it's low in calories and high in satisfaction, a rare combination in the modern American diet. But the real hero here is beta-glucan fiber. It forms a gel-like texture in your gut that traps cholesterol, helping lower bad LDL levels. It also slows down sugar absorption, preventing the blood sugar roller coaster so common in processed breakfasts. And it feeds your good gut bacteria, an often overlooked foundation for brain, heart, and immune health. Then come the evenanthramides, a group of antioxidants unique to oats. These compounds reduce inflammation and help improve blood flow, meaning better energy, clearer skin, and a healthier heart. When you combine all this, oatmeal becomes more than a meal. It's a daily health investment. But here's the catch. Even with all these natural advantages, a few simple mistakes in preparation can completely reverse those benefits. So in the next section, we'll start uncovering the first, and perhaps most damaging, oatmeal mistake most Americans make every morning: adding too much sugar. Now here's where most people go wrong. They take that healthy bowl of oatmeal and turn it into a sugar bomb without realizing it. Maybe a drizzle of maple syrup, a spoon of brown sugar, or even flavored yogurt on top. Seems harmless, right? Unfortunately, that little extra sweetness can quietly sabotage your health. When you load your oatmeal with sugar, you cause a rapid spike in blood glucose, followed by a steep crash. That's why you often feel hungry again within an hour, even after a full bowl. Over time, this pattern strains your insulin response, promotes fat storage around the waist, and leads to chronic fatigue. As a clinician, I often see patients who say, "But it's just oats and fruit. How can it be bad?" The truth is, sugar in any form, natural or refined, adds up fast, and your body doesn't care if it came from syrup, agave, or honey. So what's the solution? Replace added sugar with natural sweetness from fruits like ripe bananas, blueberries, or apples. Sprinkle cinnamon or pure vanilla extract to boost flavor without spiking blood sugar. Your taste buds adjust quickly. Within a week, most people say their oatmeal tastes even better. It's about retraining your palate to love natural sweetness again, not depend on sugar highs. Because once you make this shift, you'll notice steadier energy, fewer cravings, and that light, satisfied feeling after breakfast. Coming up next, even if you cut the sugar, another silent culprit might still be in your pantry: those healthy instant oatmeal packets. Walk down any grocery aisle and you'll see them, pre-flavored instant oatmeal packets promising heart health and convenience. Apple cinnamon, maple brown sugar, strawberries and cream. They sound wholesome, but here's the hard truth. These packets are marketing, not medicine. Most contain as much sugar as a candy bar, 15 to 20 grams per serving, along with preservatives, sodium, and artificial flavorings that quietly erode your cardiovascular health. They digest quickly, causing your blood sugar to spike and crash, leaving you hungry, tired, and craving more. Manufacturers often label them as heart healthy or natural, which misleads even careful shoppers. But if you read the fine print, you'll see ingredients that belong more in a dessert than a breakfast. Here's what I tell my patients. Simplicity wins every time. Choose plain, unflavored oats, steel cut or rolled, and flavor them yourself. Add sliced strawberries, a spoonful of Greek yogurt, a dash of cinnamon, or a handful of nuts. You control the sugar, the texture, and the nutrition. That small choice gives you steady energy, supports balanced metabolism, and actually delivers the heart benefits oatmeal is known for. It's not about convenience. It's about control. Because no instant meal can outdo the power of real food made right. Next, we'll address another common oversight that can completely change how your body responds to oatmeal. The missing ingredient almost everyone forgets: protein. Here's the truth most people overlook. Oatmeal is high in carbs and fiber, but low in protein. And that imbalance can quietly work against your health goals. Protein is what keeps your blood sugar steady, preserves muscle mass, and helps you stay full for hours. Without it, even the healthiest bowl of oats can leave you hungry, tired, and reaching for snacks before lunchtime. Think of your body like a house. Protein is the frame that keeps it strong. Without enough of it, everything else starts to sag over time. Energy, muscle tone, even metabolism. When you eat oatmeal made only with water or almond milk, you're missing the key stabilizer. Instead, try mixing in Greek yogurt, a spoon of chia seeds, almond butter, or even a boiled egg on the side. These small additions slow digestion, balance your glucose response, and help maintain lean muscle, especially important as we age. Patients often tell me, once I added protein, I stopped crashing mid-morning. That's no coincidence. It's your body finally working in harmony. So the next time you prepare oatmeal, think of it not just as a meal, but as a balanced formula. Carbohydrates for fuel, fiber for digestion, and protein for stability. And speaking of balance, even healthy foods can go too far. Up next, we'll look at another surprisingly common issue: eating too much oatmeal in one sitting. Even with all the right ingredients, portion size can quietly undo your best intentions. Oatmeal is filling, yes, but it's also calorie-dense, and that can catch you off guard. Many people think it's healthy, so more must be better. Unfortunately, that's not how your metabolism works. A typical serving of dry oats is about 1/2 cup. But most people pour closer to a full cup, doubling the carbs and calories before any toppings are added. Add nuts, fruit, or honey, and that simple breakfast can cross 500 to 600 calories easily. Now, if you're physically active or trying to gain muscle, that's fine. But for most adults, especially those managing weight, blood sugar, or cholesterol, too much oatmeal can spike insulin and slow your progress. The key is balance. Start small. Let the oats expand as they cook. You'll still feel full. Pair that smaller portion with protein and healthy fats, and your body will get all the nutrients it needs without the sugar rush or calorie overload. Remember, more isn't better. Smarter is better. By controlling your portion, you control your energy, mood, and digestion for the entire morning. Now that you've got the right portion, let's talk about how you cook it. Because the texture, temperature, and even cooking time can change how your body absorbs those carbs. Cooking oatmeal seems foolproof, right? Boil water, add oats, stir, done. But here's something few people realize. How you cook your oats directly affects their nutritional impact. Overcooking breaks down fiber and starches too much, making the oats digest faster, which causes a sharper blood sugar spike and shorter energy duration. In simple terms, your body burns through overcooked oatmeal like a quick burning match, instead of a slow, steady flame. Instant or microwave oats make this problem worse. They're pre-steamed and flattened, which means your digestive system absorbs them too quickly. So while convenient, they lose that slow release effect that keeps you full and energized. Instead, aim for lightly cooked rolled oats or steel-cut oats where you can still see their texture. Simmer, don't boil. You want the oats to be tender but slightly chewy. That's when beta-glucan fiber works best, forming that gel in your gut that stabilizes blood sugar and supports heart health. Cooking is chemistry. The more natural and less processed your oats, the better your body handles them. Now that we've perfected how to cook them, let's look at another detail that most people completely miss: what you mix your oats with. Because sometimes the liquid you use makes or breaks the health benefits. Water, milk, almond milk, oat milk, everyone's got a preference. But what's really best for your body? It depends on your goals. If you're watching calories or blood sugar, unsweetened almond milk or water keeps things light and neutral. They allow the oats' natural fiber to shine without adding extra carbs or sugars. If you're focused on muscle maintenance or want a richer texture, low-fat dairy milk can be a great choice. It adds protein, calcium, and vitamin D. Nutrients many adults, especially older Americans, tend to lack. The problem arises when people use flavored or sweetened milks. Even vanilla almond milk can contain 10 to 15 grams of added sugar per cup. That instantly turns your healthy bowl into dessert. So the rule of thumb: keep it simple. Choose unsweetened liquids, and if you need flavor, add cinnamon, nutmeg, or vanilla extract yourself. Your taste buds adjust. And your blood sugar stays stable. The liquid you choose isn't just about taste, it's about how your metabolism responds afterward. Make the right choice, and your oatmeal becomes a balanced, slow-burning meal that fuels your entire morning. But even the healthiest oatmeal can backfire if you ignore one simple element: fiber diversity. Let's talk about that next. Oats are known for fiber, but here's the surprising truth: not all fiber is the same. Oatmeal contains mostly soluble fiber, which is fantastic for cholesterol and blood sugar. But your digestive system also needs insoluble fiber, the kind that keeps your intestines moving smoothly and supports gut balance. When your breakfast is only oatmeal day after day, you miss out on that fiber diversity. Over time, it can cause slower digestion, bloating, or even nutrient absorption issues. That's why adding variety matters. Mix in chia seeds, flax seeds, or a small handful of berries or apple slices. These add insoluble fiber that helps cleanse your digestive tract while feeding your healthy gut bacteria, the foundation of immunity and mental clarity. Think of your gut like a garden. Oatmeal is the soil, but you still need seeds and sunlight to grow. When you balance both types of fiber, your metabolism, hormones, and even mood respond better. It's not about perfection, it's about balance. Coming up next, even if you fix the sugar, portion, and fiber, there's still one tiny mistake most people make without realizing: salt. And it might be doing more harm than you think. Salt is one of those ingredients we rarely think about when it comes to oatmeal, but it plays a bigger role than you'd expect. A pinch of salt can enhance flavor, yes, but too much can quietly sabotage your heart health, especially if you already consume sodium elsewhere in your diet. Most people eat far more salt than they realize, from bread, soups, condiments, and packaged foods. When you add even a teaspoon of salt to your oatmeal, especially if you're also using salted butter or nut butter, you're unknowingly stacking up the numbers. Over time, that excess sodium can increase blood pressure and water retention. If you're going to use salt, use a tiny pinch of sea salt or Himalayan salt, just enough to enhance flavor, not dominate it. And if your taste buds crave that savory touch, experiment with spices instead. Cinnamon, cardamom, or a light dusting of cocoa can make a world of difference. Your goal is to let your body, not the salt, guide your flavor. Within days, your taste adjusts and you start to notice the natural sweetness of oats again. Hey, remember, your heart and kidneys are listening to every bite you take. The less they have to filter, the longer and stronger they'll serve you. Up next, you've learned how to prepare the perfect bowl. but when you eat it can be just as important. Let's talk about timing and metabolism in the next section. Most people focus on what to eat, but not when. And yet, your body's internal clock, your circadian rhythm, has a huge impact on how you process food. Here's the truth. Eating oatmeal at the right time can multiply its benefits. The ideal window is within 1 hour after waking up, when your metabolism is naturally primed and insulin sensitivity is strongest. During this period, your body uses carbohydrates for fuel instead of storing them as fat. But many skip breakfast or eat too late, and that's when oatmeal turns from helper to hurdle. When your metabolism slows, those carbs are more likely to convert into fat, leaving you sluggish. So, make oatmeal part of a consistent morning routine. Eat it slowly, mindfully, without distractions. Give your body time to register fullness. That small habit supports hormone balance, stable blood sugar, and sustained energy for hours. It's not just breakfast, it's metabolic timing. When you start your day with purpose, your body listens. Next, let's talk about the fun part, toppings. Because how you dress your oats can either boost your health or completely undo it. Let's be honest, plain oatmeal can taste a little bland. That's why toppings are so tempting. But here's the catch. Even healthy-looking add-ons can turn your bowl into a calorie trap. Granola, sweetened nut butters, dried fruits, and flavored yogurts all sound wholesome. Yet they're often packed with added sugar, oils, or sodium. A few tablespoons of granola can easily add 200 extra calories and 10 grams of sugar. The goal is to enhance, not overload. Choose toppings that give you both flavor and function. Fresh berries, sliced banana, or diced apple bring antioxidants and fiber. A sprinkle of cinnamon helps control blood sugar. A few nuts or seeds add healthy fats and crunch, but keep them measured. It's all about mindful layering. Think of your oatmeal as a foundation for nourishment, not a dessert canvas. When you eat with awareness, your taste buds evolve. You start craving the freshness of real food instead of artificial sweetness. And the reward? You feel lighter, energized, and satisfied, not weighed down or bloated. Up next, we'll talk about something most people never associate with oatmeal: digestion speed. Because how fast or slow your stomach processes oats matters more than you think. You can eat the healthiest meal in the world, but if your body can't digest it properly, the benefits slip away. Oatmeal's real magic lies in slow digestion, that steady release of energy that keeps you sharp and focused throughout the morning. But digestion speed isn't just about the oats, it's about how you eat. If you rush your breakfast, your body doesn't have time to signal fullness. Chewing too quickly, eating on the go, or pairing oats with only fast carbs, like fruit juice, speeds up absorption, leading to that mid-morning crash. Here's what I recommend. Eat your oatmeal slowly, with deep breaths between bites. Pair it with protein and fiber, as we discussed earlier. Drink a full glass of water afterward to help the soluble fiber expand and do its job. This slower process keeps glucose stable, supports gut movement, and reduces bloating. You'll notice smoother digestion and lasting energy. No crash, no cravings. Food isn't just fuel. It's a conversation with your body. When you slow down and listen, your body responds with balance. And speaking of mindset, let's talk about your relationship with food itself. Because no habit sticks unless your mindset supports it. Here's something most nutrition videos don't talk about: food psychology. Many of us grew up labeling foods as good or bad. We eat oatmeal to be healthy, then feel guilty for enjoying something sweet later. But this constant judgment creates stress. And stress, ironically, hurts your metabolism. Oatmeal shouldn't be a rule. It should be a ritual. A moment of self-care that sets your tone for the day. When you eat it with intention, not pressure, your body digests better, your cortisol levels drop, and you make better food choices naturally. Instead of asking, "Is this healthy?" start asking, "Does this nourish me?" That question changes everything. It shifts you from fear to awareness. So tomorrow morning, when you prepare your oatmeal, slow down. Feel the warmth of the bowl, the scent of cinnamon, the texture of real food. That's nourishment. That's self-respect. Healthy eating isn't punishment, it's permission to feel good. Finally, let's bring it all together. You've learned the science, the strategies, and the mindset. Now let's wrap up with your daily oatmeal blueprint. A simple guide you can start using tomorrow morning. Let's put it all together. The doctor-approved, energy-sustaining, heart-protective oatmeal ritual. 1. Start with the base. 1/2 cup of plain rolled or steel-cut oats. 2. Add the right liquid. Water or unsweetened milk alternative for lighter digestion or low-fat dairy if you need extra protein. 3. Cook gently. Simmer. Don't overboil. Aim for chewy, not mushy. 4. Balance the nutrients. Add protein, Greek yogurt, nut butter, or chia seeds, and fiber diversity, berries, flax, or apples. 5. Limit sugar. Use natural sweetness, cinnamon, fruit, or vanilla. 6. Control portion and salt. Moderation keeps your heart and metabolism happy. 7. Eat mindfully. No screens, no rush. Let your body feel the nourishment. This isn't just breakfast. It's an act of prevention. A small daily choice that supports your heart, your energy, and your long-term vitality. Every spoonful is a message to your body saying, I care about you. And that's the most powerful medicine there is. So tomorrow morning, as you take that first bite, remember, you're not just eating oats. You're investing in a stronger, calmer, healthier version of yourself.